Bitcoin? A savior? Or maybe the devil in disguise? It's hailed as the future of finance by some, a way to break free from the shackles of big banks and greedy governments. But whisper its name in the halls of power and you'll see beads of sweat form on foreheads. Governments have a complicated relationship with cryptocurrency. They fear its power, yet they can't help but be tempted by its potential. This digital revolution is forcing governments to confront a very uncomfortable truth. Their control over money isn't what it used to be. They can't just print more Bitcoin. They can't easily track every transaction. And that makes them very, very nervous. So, tonight, we're diving headfirst into the wild world of crypto to answer one question. Friend or foe to the powers that be? For centuries, governments have held the keys to the economic kingdom. They decided what money was, how much to print, and how it flowed. Cryptocurrency throws a wrench into that system. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, they all operate on decentralized networks, free from government meddling. Imagine a world where you don't need permission to send money across borders. No more hefty bank fees, no more waiting days for transactions to clear. That's the promise of crypto. But here's the catch from a government's perspective. How do you control something you can't fully see or touch? How do you tax it? How do you stop it from being used for nefarious purposes? The answer, as many governments are finding out, is it's really, really hard. Let's not sugarcoat it. The anonymity of crypto has attracted some shady characters. Drug traffickers, arms dealers, tax evaders. They've all found ways to exploit this new technology. And that's given governments all the ammunition they need to justify cracking down. They argue that tighter regulations are needed to protect us, the innocent little lambs of the internet. And in some ways, they're not wrong. But critics argue that these crackdowns often go too far, stifling innovation and hurting the average person trying to navigate this new financial landscape. It's a classic case of who watches the watchman. Can we trust governments to regulate crypto without crushing its potential? Or will they use this as an excuse to grab even more power? Here's where things get really interesting. Some governments, instead of fighting crypto, are trying to co-opt it. Enter the world of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. These are basically digital versions of existing currencies like a digital dollar or a digital euro controlled by, you guessed it, central banks. Proponents argue that CBDCs offer the benefits of crypto, speed, security, lower costs, without the scary decentralization part. But critics see them as a Trojan horse, a way for governments to monitor every penny we spend and exert even greater control over our financial lives. The battle lines are being drawn, folks. On one side, we have the wild west of decentralized crypto, promising freedom and innovation. On the other, the familiar comfort, or is it control, of government-backed digital currencies. Who will win? The answer is still up in the air. But one thing's for sure, this is a revolution that's just getting started. So what side are you on?